Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me there at the jail? All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. We're here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to determine whether there's probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not you committed the crime for which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you are arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you are given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings. I will determine this morning whether you would like the Public Defender's Office to represent you or whether you will be hiring private counsel. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, go ahead and put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. Ashley Cheek. Have your date of birth?
6/26/85.
Okay, you're here today for a retail theft charge. The bond amount is currently $2,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office date.
Excuse me, Your Honor, no prior history.
Okay. Ma'am, I have an address for you on Kevin Kelly Ave in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
A year?
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, ma'am.
Okay. When was the last time you worked?
A couple years ago, I went to Springfield High School.
Okay. Do you live with your parents?
My brother.
Brother. Okay. Okay. No prior record ties to the community. I'm going to go ahead and ROR you, and you need to be back to court on July 20th at 8:30 in the morning.
Thank you.
Okay? Juanita Johns.
I don't really know.
Can I have your date of birth?
2/24/86.
Okay, you were here today for a failure to appear. It looks like your case might have been set for trial in front of Judge Toner, and you failed to appear at a court date just before trial. So I did find probable cause for your arrest. Did you have the public defender representing you before?
Yes, Mr. Alexander. I already signed for the 10 months yesterday.
Did she take care of this case yesterday? It looks like she's got court tomorrow.
Maybe she signed paperwork with her attorney.
Okay, you didn't have court yesterday, right?
I did have court yesterday. I was there, but I was late, so Mr. Alexander had me sign my papers for the 10 months. And then the judge gave me another court date.
Okay. All right. And see, it looks like that he wants her back tomorrow, June 20th. Is that correct? Okay. All right. So you just got to spend another night in jail. We're going to keep you held no bond at this point. Judge Turner will see you back tomorrow morning at June 20th, and you can take that 10 months when you get there. Okay. I'll, I guess, officially appoint the Public Defender's Office, even though they're already on her case, and we'll see you back tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
All right. Kelly Webster. Can I have your date of birth?
4277.
Okay, you were here today for a DUI with property damage and introduction of contraband into the jail facility. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Did you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender. State.
Your Honor, no history according.
Okay. Ma'am, I have an address. I have an address for you on Biltmore Ave in Webster. Is that the correct
Yes.
address? How long have you lived there?
3.5 years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, my last work in May.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to set your bond on count number 1 at $500, count number 2 at $500, count number 3, $500. We're going to see you back to court on July 20th at 8:30 in the morning.
Imagine you're stressing all calm down, dealing with
Jennifer Eubanks
Don't worry about it.
or Godfrey? Jennifer Eubanks Godley.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a change of plea. She
What is the
has assault or felony.
What's the negotiated
2 years in
disposition?
community control. She has 27 days.
27? Okay. Ma'am, you want to resolve your case today? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up all those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, please.
Okay, with regard to the petty theft in 2017 MM4448, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
Okay.
Accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 27 days in the Hernando County Jail. 27 days credit for time served. You'll have fines and court costs in the amount of $620. When you get out, I assume the cost of incarceration was addressed in the felony court, and we just have the public defender fee, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Take care of it. Thank you.
And Your Honor, there is no restitution, just in case.
Okay. And we have Tabitha Brooks. What did you say on that?
That's an add-on, Judge.
Yes.
Okay, Judge, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Ms. Brooks, come forward.
What's the negotiated disposition?
Everything's negotiated except for, Judge, the state would allow us to ask for a withholding and ask for an adjudication.
Is there a prior record?
You have to ask the state, Judge.
State?
Your Honor, my notes say no significant history, so I would assume there's some minor, possibly misdemeanors. I don't have that.
Okay. All right. Other than that, what is the...
It's 12 months probation, Judge. Fine and court costs 100 hours community service, so you should purchase those out at $10 an hour in early term. Once she completes all those, she's to possess no horses while on supervision.
That's no what?
Horses.
Okay.
Some of the main reason for, or one of the reasons for this agreement of what we agreed to, she completed, this has taken a while, when they came in and took the horses from her, we completed that program with the civil part of the county.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So
Yes.
we approach it.
Yes. Ms. Brooks, you want to take care of your case today? Okay. Come forward, raise your right hand. Solemnly swear from testimony before court with truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, put your hand down, state your name.
Tabitha Virginia Brooks.
Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes.
He's answered all your questions?
Yes.
You've had enough time to talk to him?
Yes.
Okay, with regard to this case 2017 MM 3465, cruelty to animals ×4, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
Yes.
Accept the plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I'm going to give you a withhold of adjudication, place you on probation for 12 months. You can have fines and court costs in that case. The clerk's going to figure that out for you. 100 hours of community service, which you can buy out at $10 an hour. And you're going to have no horses while you're on probation. You can automatically early terminate from probation after you complete those conditions, okay? All right, that's the paperwork. You can pick it up.
Thank you.
Eladio Diaz?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Do we need an interpreter?
No.
Okay. Can I have your date of birth?
12/25/1955.
All right, you are here for an aggravated assault and a domestic battery. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Can I decide later or
Sure, I'll put you in as self-represented at this time. State, any priors?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I could use public defender until I get my lawyer?
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I have an address for you on Alloway Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
5 years, over 5 years.
Do you have a job?
Excuse me?
Do you have a job?
No, I'm retired. I'm permanently disabled.
Okay.
30 years longer.
Okay, I'm going to set the bond on count number 1 for the aggravated assault at $5,000. Count number 2 is going to be $1,000. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Enrique or Eladio the third. We're going to hold you until 4 o'clock in case either one of them went to file an injunction against you. And we're going to see you back to court on July 20th at 8:30 in the morning. Enrique Diaz?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
November 14th, 1985.
My birthday. Okay, you are here today for a domestic battery. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a prior record?
Your Honor, other than the DUI that he is on probation for, which I think you also have a violation probation for, that's it.
That's it?
Yes.
May I just say I was almost done with my probation. I had one more visitation with my probation
Okay,
officer.
hold on a second.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
he did not do his hours, his DUI school, or victim impact panel. If he did, we didn't have it. He was here, I think around last week or earlier, and we didn't have that yet.
Okay. What is the recommendation of probation?
I don't know, because it's not a violation yet, it will be.
I think the officer just did the arrest.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if he wants to plead to that violation of probation today. I mean, it says he was on community control for it. That's not correct.
It's not
It's just
community
miscontrol.
control, it's misdemeanor probation.
All right, so typically speaking, first-time violation of misdemeanor probation is 30 days jail.
I was going to say 30 days and
Okay, is that fair
D6.
enough? Okay. Do you want to resolve the violation of probation today? It'd be 30 days in Hernando County Jail, and we'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. Do you want to go ahead and take care of that today?
Is there any other way that I don't have to spend time in jail? I do have to work.
Okay. I'm going to say no. If you don't want to take care of that today, that's fine. What I'm going to do is on the domestic battery case, I'm going to set your bond at $100. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the victim in that case, and I'm going to hold you until 4 pursuant to statute. With regard to the violation of probation, I'm going to keep that no bond. Find probable cause for your arrest, appoint the public defender's office, and we'll see you back in court July 13th at 9 a.m.
The 13th on both, Judge.
I'm sorry?
13th on
I
both.
didn't.
I can't hear you.
On both cases?
Oh, is it on both? I think so. Yes. Both cases.
Thank you.
Kyle Head. Can I have your date of birth?
1991.
All right. You are here today for a burglary of a dwelling and criminal mischief. The bonds are $17,000 and $2,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Did you want the public defender's office?
Just now.
Let the public defender's office state.
Your Honor, he might have a pending felony at this time. It's a possession of a weapon or ammo by convicted felon. He does have in 2012, I believe, 2011, there was a conviction for a grand theft, a petty theft, and there's a couple of failure to appears. But I believe he has possibly a pending felony that's open.
Okay. Can the clerk verify?
What's the pending felony?
I don't say anything. I haven't asked you a question.
Just now.
You are in enough trouble. You don't need to be saying stuff right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have an address here on Spring Haven Loop in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
I've been there for 7+ years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am. I work at David Tree.
Okay. How long have you been doing that for?
I've been at David Tree in particular for 3 years.
All right.
I've been tree work my whole life, though.
Okay.
I'm always my job here.
All right. I'm going to set your bond account number 1 at $5,000. I'm going to keep the bond on account number 2 at $2,000, and we're going to see you back to court on July 20th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rubio. Appreciate your honor.
Jason Kirkpatrick. Can I have your date of birth?
5/18/76.
All righty. You are here today for trafficking in drugs. The bond amount is currently $50,000. Possessing a vehicle with an altered number, that's a bond amount of $2,000. Driving while your license is suspended or revoked, current bond is $2,000. And possession of drug paraphernalia, current bond is $1,000. Did you want me to appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did find probable cause for your arrest on everything. I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Your Honor, he has a bit of a history. He looks like back in 2012 was convicted, possession of a concealed firearm by a convicted felon, theft, habitual driver license suspended, possession of meth. There's a grand theft from 2008. We would just ask the court keep the bonds where they're at.
Sir, I have an address for you on Maplewood Drive in Oldsmore. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Since I got out of prison,
When was that?
3 years ago.
You got out in 2015?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Looks like September of 15, Your Honor.
What do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I fix cars.
Okay. Is that on the side or with an employer?
J&J Cycles.
Okay. All right. Alright, we're going to keep the bond amounts the same, $50,000, $2,000, $2,000, and $1,000, and we're going to see you back to court on July 20th at 8:30 in the morning, okay? I've appointed the public defender, and someone should be out there to see you soon, okay?
There's no way to get the bond lowered. I got an 18-month-old at home.
Okay, well, maybe you're Sir, you have trafficking and methamphetamine, and you want me to worry about your 18-month-old who clearly was not that important to you when you were committing this crime, therefore not important to me at this time. You may step aside. Step aside.
It's a medication.
Step aside. Justin Pat, or Pete. Can I have your date of birth?
March 29th, 1984.
Okay, you're here today for domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State.
Your Honor, he is out of state. I can't tell what all of it is. It doesn't look like anything within the last 5-10 years.
Okay. I have an address for you on Post Court in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
That's correct, yes.
How long have you lived there?
6 months.
Okay. How long have you lived in Hernando County?
Maybe 9 months.
Okay. Where did you live before that?
Colorado.
All right. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a DirecTV retailer.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Brittany. Is it Pape or Pat?
Pape, ma'am.
Okay, don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call her, do not write her, do not email her, do not have anyone else call her, write her, or email her. If you see her out somewhere, you should turn around and go the other way. If she calls you on the phone, you should hang up or not take the call. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file an injunction against you. If she does file that injunction against you, read it very carefully. It'll be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her, her home, her vehicle, or anywhere else where she may frequent. We're going to see you back to court on this case on July 13th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Joseph Pendola. Can I have your date of birth?
2/14/81.
You were here today for an aggravated assault on a pregnant person. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Did you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I meant a battery on a pregnant person, not an aggravated assault. Okay, appoint the public defender's office. State.
Your Honor, 2011, looks like he had a sale and manufacture of cannabis, that it was a withhold. and a possession of paraphernalia. That's his history.
Okay. Sir, I have an address for you on Naples Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Correct.
How long have you lived there?
3 months now.
How long have you lived in Hernando County?
Close to 2 years.
Do you have a job?
I have 2.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for Robbins Lumber Yard, and I work a second job at 7-Eleven.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the victim in this case. Laura Saunder, do not call her, do not write her, do not email her, do not have any contact with her whatsoever. If she calls you, you should hang up the phone. If you see her out somewhere, you should turn around and go the other way. If you have any contact with her while this case is pending, you could be arrested on another charge and held without bond. Do you understand all of that?
I understand that.
Okay. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Ms. Saunder wants to file an injunction against you. If she does file that injunction against you, I'm going to read it very carefully. It'll be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her home, her vehicle, or anywhere else where she may frequent. We're going to see you back to court on this case on July 20th at 8:30 in the morning.
Ma'am, is there one thing I can ask?
Sure.
Is there any way I can get ROR? I mean, I have no way to get out right now, and
No.
I'll lose my jobs. I'll start back from the get-go. I didn't know if I'm the sole provider for my household.
Okay. Pursuant to Florida statute, I can't ROR on a domestic battery like this. So that's not going to happen. And I think the bond amount is consistent with your ties to the community, the fact that you have employment, and you have a prior record. So we're going to keep it at $2,500, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Todd Playa. Can I have your date of birth?
2581.
All right, you are here today for driving on a suspended driver's license. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
Okay. It looks like you have 2 other driving on suspended driver's licenses last year in 2017 in Hernando County. So you want to talk to your attorney about that and the implications of that, okay? Because this will be your 3rd within 5 years, or maybe even your 4th. State, other than his driving record, which I already have and have reviewed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't have his driving record. It looks like in 2012, it says that there was a no contest, but it says pretrial diversion on a dealing in stolen property. Okay. So I'm not really sure what happened with that. And there was a false ownership to pawnbroker. Same thing, it says no contest, but pretrial diversion. So,
okay, that it?
And then back in 2000, Your Honor, which is forever old ago, there was a possession and an improper exhibition of a firearm.
Okay. Mr. Playa, I have an address for you on Mayflower Road in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, that's correct.
How long have you lived there?
30 years.
Do you have a job?
No, lost it 3 weeks ago.
Okay. What kind of work did you do?
Auto body and painting.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm showing your driver's license is only suspended for financials right now. So if you were able to get your valid driver's license back before you came to court, that would go in your benefit. So it looks like it's only suspended for child support and a failure to pay on 1 case. So I'm going to keep the bond at $1,000. See if you can clear that up, and we'll see you back to court on July 13th at 9 a.m.
Is there any way I can be RR'd? I have a job interview with Mike's Auto Body in the morning tomorrow.
Okay, then you should bond out so you can get there, okay?
I don't have no phone number for anybody to call. I don't know anybody.
Sir, based on your prior record, I'm not going to ROR you. You have about 7 prior driving on suspended driver's licenses. You should know how to keep your driver's license from being suspended. And because of your prior record, I am not going to do that. So I'm going to keep the bond at $1,000.
Okay.
Joshua Wilson. What is your date of birth?
September 19th, 9 o'clock.
All right. You are here today for a failure to appear on a case out of Sumter County. It looks like it's a charge of giving false name to law enforcement. They want you held on $2,500 bond. We're going to keep it at $2,500. You can bond out if you want and make your way up to Sumter County to figure out what's going on. If you can't, then Sumter County will come get you within the next few days, take you there, and when you get there, you can ask for a court date and an attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Get everybody? Yeah. All right, have a good day.